Welcome back to Final Fantasy 3. This is Robert, still playing the PSP version of Final Fantasy 3. Dude, I remember back when I was a kid, there'd be days where I'd play these long RPGs and I would fall asleep playing them and wake up excited to play them again, because you couldn't beat them. You had to play them like over a week. Like you couldn't just like beat them in like 8 hours like you can a lot of video games today, where you can bum rush your way through them. Once you hit the like 30-hour mark on a video game, you're gonna have to take some time off in between game sessions and beat them over a few days. Like, the reason I bring this up is it's hard to explain, but like there's this weird, complex, compelling happiness behind playing this game right now. Like it's such a mixture of so many things, like a satisfaction of beating the ones before it, and like, you know, a little bit of nostalgia everywhere because there's just enough Final Fantasy in this to trigger, you know, nostalgia, happy feelings. I'm really enjoying it's got enough going on for it that it doesn't get boring. They made it just easy enough so that it doesn't get too hard. It's not like painfully dull to play. It's just like all these things coming together to make this like where like when I'm not playing the game, I can't wait to come back and play it some more. Like I can just like, it's like, man, I can't, like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I can't wait to play this some more. And then there's also like an excitement because I know like Final Fantasy 4 is like the next one in line, which is one of my favorite all-time games. And then, you know, and so forth. Just like this weird like cocktail of happy emotions like all together that creates this kind of weird like happiness buzz where I'm content with how fun the game is, and like, you know, like I'm satisfied with the gameplay and the graphics, and I'm enjoying it, and it's not too hard, and it's kind of chill, and it, you know, reminds me of stuff from my childhood, and it's cool to experience for the first time a lot of this stuff that I didn't ever get to play because this is the first time I actually played Final Fantasy 3. Yeah, man, it's just hard to explain. This right here is really stupid. You get this ship called the Invincible, and it finally lets you go over these stupid like mountains, and you really only use it in a couple places. It unlocks the two side quests that I just went through, the Leviathan and the Bahamut side quest, and then it allows you to get to this next area in the game that you have to get to in order to get the Fang you need to get to the next part of the game, basically. But this is basically the next quest in the game. So you have to do that so many times. Yeah, I save religiously, I know. I apologize. If you watch the other videos, if there's any like live gameplay, you'll see I save a lot. Final Fantasy actually reminds me, Final Fantasy 4, when I played it on Super Nintendo, it's what I remember when I think of games that I forgot to save and I lost a lot of fucking backtracking on it. That's the game that really taught me that saving's like, God, fucking don't forget to save because you're gonna lose 3 hours of progress. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Yeah, I cancel that. Yeah, I saved to the airship, then got out of the airship and wanted to save again. So I'm a little worried. I have a map for this next dungeon, but when I did that last side quest, the map was completely different. I'm a little worried that this map's gonna be pointless. This dungeon also looks a lot deeper than the last one, but we'll see. I did do like 2 major side quests, so hopefully, yeah, it looks like the map's gonna be about the same. Hopefully, that's not what I'm supposed to get there. Hopefully the levels and everything I gained on the way through here. This dungeon looks cool as fuck, by the way. Little bones on the ground. So the thing is, in this dungeon, there's these enemies that divide if you attack them certain ways. Like if you attack them with a regular sword, they divide. But if you have the katanas and you're using the Dark Knight, and when you hit them with like the katanas, they won't divide. And it's not even based on, it's based on the weapon too. So like if you equip like a random sword with your Dark Knight, he's gonna give me a weapon I think I already have 2 of, which is pretty lame. Like I already have like 2 wasted ones I don't use, but I guess I can sell that. Your death will be wasted on me selling, yeah, because this one's better. So thanks for that. If you give them like a normal sword, they'll still divide because this game hates you. Oh man, I think I just need to go around. It's gonna be like nonsense. Like I have no idea. My map's so not the right map now. I'm just gonna have to... Shit. Hope I don't get lost. I forgot to turn off auto battle. Fucking Demon Eye! Leviathan's so worthless. Sure glad I did that side quest. Fucking Leviathan to constantly come in and maybe kill somebody. What a worthless fucking thing. Man. These maps are fucking terrible I'm looking at. I'm using maps just so I don't like completely waste my time playing these games and like miss like really useful stuff. So I don't expect to come back to this particular Final Fantasy ever again. This is the playthrough, and I don't really want to like. It's sort of the joy of like going back to Final Fantasy 7 and 4 and 6 is like the first time I played them, you know, I played them blind. And then you go back later and you kind of find all the cool stuff. It makes the game a little bit easier to play, and it's, you know, it's a little, find out all the little secrets everywhere and learn more about the game that you already like. But then I played those games when they, you know, they were all that you could play. Like they were the contemporary games. They had like the best graphics and stuff. So like, I don't see myself coming back to the third one here. Just kind of playing it because I've never played it. It's a fun game, but I mean, if I'm going to go back to another Final Fantasy again, I'm probably going to pick one of the others. Oh, that's useless. Really can't wait to get my summoner. This like the backgrounds here are like it's like a wall. Like it's a flat wall in a 3D space. And for some reason this background's so like this fake 3D background makes everything look flatter. It's actually having the opposite effect of making it look like it's deep. It's some reason it's messing my eyes up, and it makes everything look, it makes even the 3D stuff in the image look flat. Like something's wrong with it. Invisible walls are the worst. They did this again in Final Fantasy IV with a lot of fucking dark fucking walls. I have no idea where I'm at right now. I know I need... Well, I just went to B3A. I need to go to B3B. Which should be the next... There should be just a path down here to my left. There we go. Shit. No? Did I screw it up somehow? Goddamn. I'm so confused. I feel like I'm coming down with something, but since I haven't like been out and about or really done anything, like I haven't pushed myself because I've been off for 2 days. That's like I'm not like I don't feel sick because I haven't quite needed to use myself up to my full energy yet. If that makes any sense. Like I felt like if I would have gone to work today, I would have been like, oh shit, I think I'm sick. But since I've been just sitting around at home, like, I don't feel it. I just kind of feel worn out. It's hard to explain. I definitely have, like, I'm a little stopped up right now. Which is a bummer. I felt really low energy yesterday. God damn it. I know they changed this map just to fuck with me. Oh, shit. That's definitely where I need to go. I need a map that's current for this game. Fuck. Fuck it. Alright. I figured it out. They did redo this map just like they redid the last one. I wonder if as these maps have gotten larger, if they've just had to scale them back for this engine, like for the DS. Because they put this game on the DS. I think originally some of these later maps in the games were a little bit like longer, like Final Fantasy Nintendo longer. They've possibly scaled them back in size as they've gotten to this size. That's just a guess. They don't feel, up until now, the maps felt like they were the same maps. But, like this dungeon and the last one I went to are practically rebuilt dungeons from the Nintendo one. I kind of miss having my cure magic leveling up just from using it. I wouldn't take that system over this one at all, but it's nice that every time I like used it in the other one, it was like, you're leveling up. Oh, yeah, this Genji gloves. Genji gloves are a huge thing in some of the later Final Fantasies. Basically, Genji is usually one of the highest level armors you can get in the games. But in like Final Fantasy 7 and I think 6, they actually are items that have special effects. Invisible passages, man. What a dick move. I guess it does make sense. It is the Cave of Darkness. Just wander around until you get out of it. I think there's a boss at the end of this cave. I'm not sure how hard he's gonna be. I gotta make sure I'm not on auto battle. That's one half-naked boss. It's really funny, like the really dopey looking bosses in this game, when you look at the art they made them off of, like the two-dimensional Nintendo art, they don't look exactly the same. Like, and this is like, instead of like, they did not change the looks of them. If they look dumb, like this guy looks very much like this guy in the original Nintendo. They just made sure he was three-dimensional. Like the poses and everything are really like straight off. Like, same weird colors, same half-naked weird G.I. Joe body. It's pretty great. Let's try the Bahammer. You got a little blaze sword. Looks like the person that decorated a sword decorates like vans. Rah! I'm pretty sure Aura powers up my attack. That's not what I wanted him to do, but I think it's still great. Like, I think... Ooh, like, it's not gonna affect me in the least. Pretty sure I'm okay. I'm gonna use the next 6 rounds with her to use my 6 cure spells up. I hope by the time I get done, I'm good. Hecton Cherry. Hectonicher. In the original, he's just Hecaton. This walkthrough I'm using is terrible, man. It doesn't tell you anything. It just says boss. And then it's like, go to the next part of the game, I guess. It's kind of a bummer. All the bosses in this game kind of have like the same death animation, where they just kind of snap, like, and then fade out. And like Final Fantasy IV, they have like different animations, and they can get pretty ridiculous later on. So that it's like let you know that you just killed a major boss, because that guy disintegrated for like 30 seconds. Just makes you feel accomplished when you have like you fight a really hard boss and it really, really blows up in their face when they die. So that was easy. On to the next part of the game.